What is going on, everybody? How's it going? I just hopped out the shower and I wanted to say that out of all the fragrances you see behind me, there are only 5 that I am constantly using on a daily, weekly basis in my current rotation. There's actually a 6th one as well, but I don't have a full-size bottle of that one, so I'm not going to count it for here in this video. But you know how the saying goes, people say less is more. Honestly, that's not true. More is obviously more, but less is just right. And what I would suggest is if you're new to building your collection, fill it with straight bangers. You want it filled with fire, you know what I mean? Somebody said to me, bangers over fillers any day. And that's so true. Like, for instance, my girlfriend, she has a smaller collection than me, but every single fragrance she has is like a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? And that is like, that's such a solid place to be, where it's like, you know, everything you have is an absolute banger versus having 100 fragrances and there's maybe like 6 or 7 that you actually enjoy wearing. Because I guarantee even people that have about 500 fragrances in their collection, they don't love every fragrance the same. You know what I mean? There's obviously a hierarchy and they obviously have their preferences, and the same for me. Now, if you're thinking that if you have a bigger collection, it's going to be harder to pick what scent you want, honestly, no. Like, I know that my collection is not as big as a lot of you have, but when I'm done showering, like I said, I gravitate to like 4 freshies, mainly 3, but the 4th one is a rotation, that I'm just always reaching for, especially in the spring, summer months. And when it was fall and winter, there was one scent that I was just, and everybody knows, you could look at my bottles and see the levels of the juice. You know which ones I'm talking about. And I'm not going to specify it in this video because I didn't want to make it about which fragrances they are. But I'm just saying that, yeah, if you're building right now, like, fill it with heat. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course you can, people say try before you buy, blind buying is bad, all that sort of stuff. But for me, when I was new to the fragrance game, that's all I did was blind buy. I was like, if I like this scent, like, why get a sample if I'll enjoy the bottle, I'll skip that step. And for me, I was just rolling that dice was fine with me. I wasn't like, you know, beating my head against the wall, like, oh, I blind bought this and I hated it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that. I was fine. I didn't have any regrets with that. But of course, if that's you, if you're somebody that's nervous or you're scared, then don't blind buy, obviously. But yeah, I think having a stacked collection with like absolute fire totally beats out a big collection with a bunch of fillers. Anyways, let me know what you think. How many fragrances do you constantly use in your rotation? Is it 10, 15, 20, 5, 2, 1, whatever it is? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.